Hello guys. Once again, thank you so much for all the support that you do. As you all know, I always say we're here to learn. So I'm just gonna post as much videos as I can to help you guys get some of these setups that we share out there. All right. So I'm back with another video of V50S volatilities again. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. Click the bell icon for any new videos that will be upcoming. And I said I'm going to be posting a lot of volatility videos to try and show you guys. I'm also going to post setups as well to help you guys see what I'm seeing. And if you feel like you see the same thing as well, you can take the setup. All right, so let's get right into it. Here on the chart, we have V50S. I'm just going to pop back the channel. This is the setup that we were expecting. So from our analysis, we were expecting that V50S needs to sell up to that low and also below that low, but our main target was to get to that area there and then probably wait for a pullback and get on another sell. Now, hear this out. Volatilities, they can wipe your account, they can take you out so easy. So you need to be careful about them in terms of your entries and all that. If it means you trade with the lowest lot size out there, you better do that, because at the end of the day, it's gonna give you money. Don't just force it and try and trade with bigger lot sizes, because it's a simple pullback of a candle, not even a pullback of a trend. Just a candle can wipe your account. All right, now, so this is what we were expecting, and I'm just going to go through it as well to show you why we were expecting a sell. What did we see that is different? All right, and also we are going to count levels for those who are having issues with level count. Okay, now let's get right into it. All right, so as I said, this is where we shared our setup, and then I can also quickly show you. I know on the video that I posted about V75, I said I'll show you where I traded the pair, but you couldn't see that for some reason. I think there was a technical error, but I'm just gonna show you here. This was the V75 sell right there, and this is V50S. This is the V75 buy, what we had anticipated. I'm not going to stay too much on this, but the V50S is this one right here. And I took the picture early enough after the market had moved away. And again, volatilities, they've got so much pullbacks. That's why sometimes people, they don't even know, like, are we still in a sale? What's really going on? And they, they really don't know what's happening, but it happens. Just play with a small lot size and be patient. All right, now let's get into it, guys, and see what the market has for us. Okay, so sorry for that. Just gonna go back to that. Okay, and we'll go back to our desktop. All right, I'm pretty sure everyone can see the chart now. So here is the move, and the move that we had anticipated was from here and all the way up to right there, but there's still so much of this. It's gonna keep on selling at the moment. So if you see a proper pullback, just get on it and just go on with it. All right, so why did I say this is gonna be a sell? Let's get into it. Okay, if we go to W1 time frame, again, what you want to do is you want to find your swing highs and swing lows. Why do we always talk about swing highs and swing lows? This is in every single strategy that you will know out there. All right, so when a market goes like this, okay, this is our market maker cycle. It prints out lows and highs. All right, and we say this every time. Okay, highs and lows are another way of counting levels. All right, so the market will print out for you higher low, all right, and print for you higher high. Okay, same applies when the market goes down. It will print for you lower low and lower high. All right, probably if this is a higher leg, that'll be a higher high as well, and that's it. So this is how a trend moves, or this is how we expect the market to move. All right, it just doesn't move on a straight line. Everybody knows that. Now, so what I'm going to be finding on a higher time frame is what was broken last. That is very, very important. What was broken last? And I told you that these indices, they don't have so much information to rely on the left-hand side. You're going to find it on smaller time frames, but on higher time frames, even if I zoom it like this, that is all that you can see. There isn't much, all right? But from my chart right here, the last thing that was broken was the lower low. Okay, just gonna put a straight line on this, right? A lower low is the last thing that was broken. Now, what does that mean? It simply means that the market is on a downtrend. All right, the market is on a downtrend. But does it mean we should enter straight away? Definitely not. But the market is on a downtrend. Now, as soon as we find that the market is on a downtrend, the next thing that we need to know is, are the lower time frames doing the exact same thing? If the lower time frames are also on a downtrend, then definitely we can hold the pair for longer. Those who love swinging. If not, then definitely we can get some pips and get out, get in, get out, like that. Okay. And again, you want to know if there is a peak formation inside. What is the last peak formation that you see, especially on higher time frames? Because the market will always trade away from that peak formation. Okay, the market will always trade away from that peak formation. All right, let me just change my color so that people can see what I'm talking about. Just be patient, guys. All right. So this is how it all looks. That is my peak formation right there. That is the last peak formation that I am seeing, a clear peak formation. So why is the market selling? We are trading away from that peak formation. Well, you could have traded this peak formation if you saw it. You could have entered on the pullback right here, which is an IT50 on another time frame if you saw it. You could have been holding by now and making tons and tons of money. But unfortunately, we don't really stay on the higher time frames because we don't really have that money to hold for that long, all right? Which is fair enough. So we're gonna get to the smaller time frames. So the reason why we are coming to a higher time frame, we wanna see where are we going? And then when we get that information, then we go to smaller time frames and find out, is it facing the same direction? Counter trading is good, guys. But be very careful with counter trading because sometimes the market can give you straightaway trades. Sometimes the market does not have mercy. It will not show you where it's going to turn. Sometimes you won't know. You can anticipate, but it's good to always trade in line with the market, not against the market, no matter how good a setup may appear, unless if you're scalping for 5 minutes. All right. So we go to D1. D1, we are now seeing a different thing altogether. Remember those lines that we put in there, the lower lows, and we said we have printed a higher high there. Now we begin to see peak formations on smaller time frames, all right? we begin to see peak formations on smaller time frames. Now, remember, if we are going to analyze, we're going to analyze from the closest peak formation. So the other peak formation that we saw from W1, which is this one, it's too far away. So we're not going to focus on it, all right? If we bring it closer to where we put our lines, the two peak formations that we can see clearly is this one, or this whole thing, and that one, all right? And there's probably another one here too, but we're not going to focus on this and that. We are only going to focus to the one closest. Remember, we are trading small time frames, so we want to keep our data as small as possible, all right? Now, coming to this, you can even zoom if you want. That is the only part that you want. We want to focus only on this part. If we see a peak formation on the other time frames, then definitely we will shift our attention. Okay, now, so we know that D1, as it looks, is on a sell. So there's a probability that there is a peak formation here, which caused this whole move up to right there. This is where we were on the chart. Remember, we had not seen all this, so up to there. Now we want to find out where is that peak formation responsible for that. So what do? We move to the 4-hour time frame. You're going in stages, and please keep a notebook that will show you where exactly you are and what you are doing. Now we are in the 4-hour time frame. What do we see? First things first, we see a peak formation. So now we know not only are we trading away from a W1 peak, but we are also trading away from a 4-hour peak. All right. So this is the peak formation, and this is a lower high that we printed from the previous W1 highs and lows. But from the 4-hour, this is a higher high. Why? Because that is the highest point as compared to where price is now. That is the highest point from where we are coming from. All right. Now, if I am to count my levels from the 4-hour, I'll definitely say this is first rise, that's my second rise, that's my third rise. But all this information at the moment is not going to help me. Why? Because there is already a peak formation that is formed. So I'm not going to trade this whole cycle. I need to trade this one. So remember what I said, price is right here. All right, price is right here on the 50 EMA. We haven't seen this whole move down there. That is what we are trading. So I can pull the chart to that side. Okay, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Right there. That's wonderful. All right. So what do I see? Number one, I see a peak, which is my level 3. Number 2, I see a drop into a consolidation. That's my first level. I see a drop into a consolidation. All right, that is my second level. So this is my second level, this is my first level, this is my level 3. That's my first ADR move, my second ADR move. All right, away from the peak. What am I expecting? I'm expecting a third drop into a peak. Where is that peak gonna be? I don't know. Most probably on this high right here. Most probably. That's where the peak is gonna be. Or on this very low. So anywhere in between there, that's where I'm expecting my peak to be. But I do not know at the moment. All I know is all time frames from W1, or probably the monthly time frame too, up to the 4-hour time frame, we are on a sell. All right. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and identify my moving averages. Now, moving averages, first of all, we have a peak lock, 1350 crossover, peak lock. Second, we have a 5200 crossover, signifying that I'm in level 2 or level 2 is coming. All right. Now, I'm very confident this is a sell. So what do I do next? how do I know volatility is not gonna pull on me and decides to do something funny? All right, remember, small lot size. So I'm gonna watch the next candle, what it's gonna do, but I need to go to the 1 hour time frame and count my levels. So let's go there. Now here we are, guys, on the 1 hour time frame. All right, and remember, the day we are in is this one. So I'm gonna put a box from here. We haven't seen this, it is in the future. So please try by all means to forget this. I'm just gonna try and fill the whole box so that people might ignore that. All right, counting my levels. This is a very long ride, but we're gonna get it. Peak formation. Where am I next? Number one, I've got a drop right there. Number one, all right, drop right there into a consolidation. So this time around, my consolidation is just an Asian box. Remember, I said sometimes you can get a straight away trade. Number two, I get another drop into a consolidation. And lastly, I get a small peak there. Now, these are very small moves, all right? So I'm analyzing this from a 4 hour time frame, but I'm also checking from a 1 hour time frame what exactly is going on. Okay, now I come here and I say, because remember, this is real time, so I'm gonna teach you real time. I come here and I say, okay, I see this. That might be a reset, right? Because we are going down. First thing I see is a drop, and then I mark it as my one. And then I get into a consolidation. Then I see a second drop into a consolidation. Then I see a third drop into a peak formation, all right? Then I'll be like, okay, this is my second drop, this is my third drop, right? Now, what do I want to see next? A reset, because we are going down. And then I see the market forms a nice M there and then starts to hold price on the 50 EMA. But while he's holding price, he's printing lower highs. All right, he's printing lower highs. I'm not concerned about what's happening at the bottom because I want to go down. Okay, so he's printing lower highs. Let me change my pen a little bit so I can show you what I'm talking about. He's printing lower highs. First one being this one, second one being that one, third one being that one. And I'm in that spot there. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a sell. Remember, all time frames are selling. So I'm gonna take a sell because I'm at a reset. Now, before I go to the 15 minutes time frame, I'm gonna give you another variation. And I know counting levels is subjective. Sometimes someone can come here and say, this is level first drop into a consolidation. This is the second drop into a consolidation. So I'm expecting the third drop. You are also not wrong, all right? You are just mixing 4 hour and 1 hour levels. And it's totally okay as long as you arrive in the same area. Reason being, like I said, volatilities love to just dance around, you know, dance around, play with your mind to an extent that you feel like you are exhausted and it doesn't even show you where it's going and you don't know what's happening. But if you see it from the higher time frames, remember, you trade away from the peak. So this is the reason why we then came here. I'm just going to show you for another time as well. And I said, I see a lower high there, a lower high there, a test of that lower high. And I've got another lower high there, same thing. All right. And then I said to myself, all right, now I'm in this spot. And the only thing I was seeing was this red small candle. Let me try and zoom it. This red small candle right here is what I was looking at. And I said, if they close this candle as a red candle or a bearish candle, I'm going to get in and hold. And I said, let's get into it. And this is what happened. The next candle was a red candle. All right. The next candle was a red candle. The next thing, dealer starts throwing green candles. Yeah, sometimes emotions will play around with you, but that doesn't matter. Reason being, if you look at it from the 15 minutes time frame, let me just get this white box off now. If you look at it from the 15 minutes time frame, all right, all that you had was still an M formation, entry there, dealer moved away, came back and gave you a nice M formation there, which is a pullback to the 50, but this time around it's even lower than the previous lower high. And what did it do with that move? This time around, he breaks the laws, all right? He breaks the laws, especially the last law. Got it broken right there, and I knew that there is no turning back, and the dealer just went down and down. Now, remember what I said? The target on this pair was here, okay? Right there. That was the target. And that's exactly where the market closed on that particular day. But I still expect it to go further down, all right? I still expect it to go further down, at least to have a significant move away from there, which is why I said I expect the peak to be around this area, the 4-hour peak, okay? I expect it to be around this area right there. Now, I hope you guys are learning. This is all the information that I wanted to share with you. And thank you very much for taking your time. I'll meet you on the next one.